One thing that Wizards did get right is connecting past elements of Dungeons & Dragons into Vecna Eve of Ruin. GameMasters here, and one of the monsters that we get in the new book, Vecna Eve of Ruin, is the Moonlight Guardian. It explains that this monster came about due to a desperate mage on Krynn having drawn the Moon card from the deck of many things. The Moon card...
I once mooned Elminster. He made me super small.
The Moon card allows the individual to cast the wish spell 1d3 times. While we don't know who the mage was or exactly how many wishes they ultimately were able to cast, we do know that at least one wish spell was cast, and that they wished for a bodyguard that would be well suited to fighting lycanthropes and other shape-shifting creatures. The Moon card, in answering that wish, spawned the first Moonlight Guardian.
Oh sure, because nothing says desperate like relying on a deck of magical chaos to solve your problems.
What isn't clear is how many beyond the first were made. In the adventure Eve of Ruin, you'll face off against two of them. They are guarding the entrance to a vault, but again, it doesn't specify how that second one was created. If you have an idea about how any beyond that first might have been constructed, let me know what you've come up with down in the comments. But perhaps more than one was created when that wish spell was cast.
Sounds like a plot hole to me. I mean, who needs consistency?
The Moonlight Guardian is a moving statue of sorts that is made of silver and mithril and is infused with moonlight that can be used in a concentrated form when it attacks.
Infused with moonlight? Haha, kids, apparently you can bottle up moonlight now and sprinkle it into your constructs.
Are you going to let me get through any part of this without a comment?
Nope.
While we are not provided with an exact height, we are given that the Moonlight Guardian is a medium construct. According to page 248 of the Dungeon Master's Guide, a medium-sized creature is between 6 and 7 feet. Personally, I'd rather see this thing tower at just over 10 feet and rank it into the large size, but that's just me. I think that it would give it more of a whoa kind of impact.
Yeah, bigger is scarier. I used to be bigger until I mooned Elminster.
Yeah, you told us that.
I'm just saying.
For alignment, it is generally considered to be unaligned, likely because it's simply going to follow orders to protect, and will do so regardless of the alignment of the person or thing that summoned it, and regardless of whatever it is that it is trying to or whatever it is that is trying to get to whatever it is that the Moonlight Guardian was tasked to guard.
Unaligned, huh? Because it's too busy following orders to care about moral complexities of its actions. That's convenient.
The Moonlight Guardian has a natural armor class of 16 and 14d8 plus 42 hit points, and it has a strength of 19, a dexterity of 9, its constitution is 16, intelligence is 6, its wisdom is 12, and its charisma is 6.
An intelligence of 6? That's...
Don't say it.
That's almost as smart as you, Game Masters.
You said it. It has damage resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks, and it is immune to poison.
Every rose has its thorn.
What are you doing?
Every cowboy sings a sad, sad song.
It also has the following condition immunities: charmed, exhaustion, frightened, paralyzed, petrified, and poisoned. It has a challenge rating of 6. The Moonlight Guardian has 3 abilities. Immutable form. This makes it immune to any spell or effect that would cause it to alter its form. It has magic resistance, giving it advantage on saving throws against spells or other magical effects, and it has radiant absorption. Whenever it takes radiant damage, it instead regains that amount of hit points. For actions, like most other creatures, it has a multi-attack. This allows the Moonlight Guardian to take 2 Moonlight Slam attacks, which are plus 7 to hit, and will do 1d8 plus 4 bludgeoning damage, plus 1d8 radiant damage.
Moonlight Slam? That sounds like some kind of wrestling move.
Yeah, wrestling. It also has Moonlight Blast, which is similar to a breath weapon in which the Guardian can form a blast of moonlight in a line 60 feet long by 5 feet wide. Those caught in that blast need to make a DC 14 dexterity saving throw, else they will take 5d8 radiant damage, plus, if it's a shape-shifting creature, it will have disadvantage on that DC 14 save. Plus, if it's not in its true form, it'll be forced into its true form.
What I'm hearing is that it has a glorified flashlight.
You've sounded a little upset during this. What would have made you happy?
Oh, I don't know. Perhaps a monster that isn't a walking cliche?
How is it a walking cliche?
Let's see. Ancient magical guardian. Check. Made of rare metals. Check. Infused with some mystical force. Check. Unimaginative stats and abilities. Check.
Unimaginative?
It's like they pulled it straight from the generic fantasy creature's handbook.
Well, I rather like the Moonlight Guardian. It looks different than the average monster. It comes across as a strategic opponent and will make players think kind of outside the box. It's a guardian, so its immunities and resistances are well balanced for that function. And it's fairly versatile, allowing it to kind of fit into countless scenarios and settings.
Monsters are fine, but what I really like are magic items. I am a dragon, after all. I love to hoard magic items.
Well, then you'll want to watch this video next.